Legendary teams, major players, and electrifying tactical action are back in CSGO Regional Major Rankings 2021. From June 27th till July 4th, 10 teams will clash in the thrilling showdown for the prize pool of $100,000 and slots at the PGL Major Stockholm 2021. Who will win more rounds? Who will show the most furious play? And who will claim the major prize? Find out at the CSGO Regional Major Rankings 2021. And don't forget to reload.
Well, we get back into it almost straight away, Jason. We had to have a little break, get some water, do some stretch. I actually probably should start stretching regularly. That's not even a joke. I need to really get my hamstrings back in line. But yeah, no, dude, my legs are brutal. It's not healthy. But we are going to get into Nuke, and NAVI made short work of Mirage and perhaps of this series, Jason, if they can do it again.
Yeah, it looks like they're at that form that they might just do that. That's a huge turnaround from just a month ago, losing in such a massive fashion to Akuma, now just dumpstering them out of the map. And Nuke is their pick. It's a map they're very, very good on, very comfortable on, a deep playbook on it. And it seemed like today they're firing on all cylinders. They had a great performance from three core players: Bit, Simple, Electronic, all delivering. And that's a difficult performance to overcome if you're Akuma, who seem to have the aim, but not always necessarily, the ability to kind of pull out some difficult rounds, some of the strategies, some of the tactical maneuvers that they need to overcome NAVI. So, yeah, this could be a very quick series, Matt.
It could be. I mean, and NAVI would, I think, love that after yesterday, having such a long, drawn-out game against Amiga. It wasn't exactly what they would have envisioned. And again, this RMR, it's a shape-up event. It's a chance for everyone, but also for NAVI, you don't want any doubts in your mind. You don't want the internal arguing. Just win these. Smash them out. Get ready. Let's go to Major. And for them, let's go to Cologne and get back to regularity, I think.
Yeah, that's the tough part, is you gotta think everyone's looking forward to that LAN next week. But if you're NAVI, if you're Gambit, obviously if you're VP and Spirit, you can't be looking ahead to that LAN that's coming up. You gotta wait and handle business online for the moment against your regional opposition, which is not an easy thing to do. But you're right. After such a grueling series yesterday that went on probably for far too long, today it'd be good for them to just get things done in the early match, have the night to themselves, get some practice in, go do whatever it is that they're gonna do.
Yeah, whatever it is they're going to do. Lord knows what that is. But
we talked
honestly,
about Simple having that seafood dinner last night, That's
true. Yep. No, I mean, it's in all seriousness, though, you're right, because unlike Spirit, who carried over some points and had a good RMR last time by, not everyone's in that position of luxury. So even though you could say, oh, well, let's treat this like a boot camp and use this for Cologne and use this for the Major. No, you can't. You got to play it. You got to win it. You got to get the points on the board. So, yeah, they've got to be very serious about this. Nuke coming up next. I do like that this is a bit of a grudge between NAVI and Akuma now, based on the history and all the drama that's been stirred up online. So that means they should be really focused. I think we saw that a little more on Mirage today. And Nuke yesterday as well. They did play it, and a reasonable success. I think there was a lot of contention around around Secret and around Lower. So we'll see if they can address some of those issues. They did play, did they not? Yes. I'm looking back at yesterday's game now.
I am too.
As I say these things really quickly. We did see it yesterday.
NAVI didn't play it.
Okay, that was the Entropic game. See, 100 ping guys.
Right,
there you go. Look at me.
You're getting mixed up. They all blend together now.
You were probably
thinking of like a NAVI Nuke match from like a year and a half ago.
Yes. It is crazy how as soon as you go from house into casting, all the games are the same because you're consuming so much more. I think. My bad. Look, all right. Based on that other game we saw yesterday, this is what's going to happen today.
Based off this random new game between two completely different teams, NAVI's going to have trouble with Squeaky Door. I'll tell you this. They're going to start on the T side. One of the great strengths of this defense is how good Simple is, obviously, but he plays such a centralized position on this map. This is one of those maps where he can be everywhere all at once. Playing around the ladder, playing around heaven. He can be outside. He can be up at the upper bomb set if there's a fast hit there. He can rotate to ramp super quickly. We know all those rotations, and him being the central focus of the defense makes this a very difficult map to overcome NAVI on. And Akuma's going to have their work cut out for him, especially if that op gets rolling. So we'll just have to go and find out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we just kind of have to just jump into it and get ready to roll. But we're just waiting for a few things here to get ready. And get underway. More than anything, I'm going to jump back into GoTV as well myself, because I obviously get booted between maps like everybody else.
Yes,
Gaben
sir.
doesn't give me any extra privileges. I wish he would.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it'd be nice.
No, I wish. Yeah. I think Gaben should just give me full control. Just let me be CS. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, that's a scary idea. We'd all be playing Tarkov eventually. You'd be changing everything. Put new things in the mix that don't even make any sense.
I don't see the problem there, Jason.
Yeah, you wouldn't. It's all good.
Well, we are going to get underway, I think. We're just sitting at pause pre-match right now, just making sure that we're going to reset. Everyone seems to be present in the servers. So, yeah, I mean, Nuke is... I like it. It's grown on me. I used to hate it.
Nuke's a great map.
I started to really like it. Yeah, I still weirdly miss the window on the backside of Hut, though.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like, I know it seems subtle, but like that was an op line of sight from Mini. It also was a play to, like, you could flank through that on retakes or holding post plant.
Yeah.
There's times I think when it could be abused in terms of like getting smokes and nades in, but like also I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was a cool little feature. Lost a lot of nice things we used to like on Nuke. I still miss having the clear doors and I miss having what else? The secret stairs back where they used to be in 1.6. I'd like to go back to
way back around the corner.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't miss was that stupid second B bomb site that was just like a dead site.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that was useless.
That was odd. Ooh, upper rush with Glocks. Here we go. Dooley's on the roof, spamming away, and they get nothing. Jackie is able to respond, only one, and this is a convincing hit.
Yeah, very convincing indeed, as it's just 2 players left alive already for Akuma. Make that none. Navi's going to take round 1 in a very fast fashion. Bomb plant to boot, so they had, not that gives them money because they win the round anyway, but they had it all covered, Jason.
Yeah, they sure did. Good round from Bit. 3 kills. Well, pistols out, Deagles, and a scout for the CT side. They've got armor as well, going to try and return things. This has been a tough round, obviously, for some time in Counter-Strike, but certainly in the CIS RMR, we've been seeing an insane rate of winning second rounds with these Deagles. Sensei peering outside with that scout, takes the shot, can't land it, and can't land the second one. He's stuck in the open. 2 kills very, very quickly for the Navi side, and 1 quick response from Demkin. Ooh, that's an awkward little one-way around that smoke. Bit's got to be careful. He spotted it out, and now that's a good win.
Yeah, super solid indeed. Perfecto. We go back down towards Toxic Door. Back inside of Vents, looking for anything he can in information. Not spotting Sergey yet. He's the only one left. They know that. They're just taking their time to make sure they don't lose any more guns. Again, we talked about it. It really is a battle of economy right now for NAVI, and yesterday that cost them. So being a little more strategic and careful in the early parts of this game. Sergey's going to try and work back through. We still call it radio. Trophy room works. I do like the touch of, those trophies being there. I wish it was I've said this before. I wish they weren't just like thematic to Nuke. They're obviously like excellence awards for the business. I wish they were actually the major trophies from CS.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think that would be a really nice like folklore kind of touch of adding sort of like a wall of fame within the game.
Or like MVP trophies of the MVP of the finals.
That too. Yeah, just something I think to kind of tie that all together.
Something relevant to the history of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I think that'd be very, very cool. I think it'd be, I do like stuff like that. So there you go. Yeah, but like, thank you, cameraman. That's brilliant. Yeah, I wish those were, yeah, it even says Star of Excellence. I wish those were the respective major trophies. Or yeah, like you say, the MVP, and maybe like a logo of the respective team on them as well. I think it'd be really cool. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be a cool touch. Have we gotten confirmation at all why Akuma players have like the feathers over their nipples? Have we figured that out yet? Are those feathers? Are those eyes? I don't know.
Well, maybe that's actually what they wanted to wear instead of jerseys. They just wanted feathers over their nipples. Couldn't get it. Valve said no, and they had to just fake it instead.
Okay.
Someone in chat will know, surely.
Yeah, I hope so. Deagle outside for Demk. Utility being tossed out by Navi to create some safety. There is a stack here. Just vertically. Ooh, and towards the lockers. 2 kills now. Demk with 1. Jackie with the other one. That's electronic and simple outside. And the stack works. They have lost the upper bomb site, but it's quite some time that Navi's got to hold on to it while the bomb rotates around.
Perfecto still trying to find something to work with right now, as he only has the Tech 9. Surprisingly, just holding on to these lower weapons, Navi, despite that they were so successful in the opening rounds. Just trying to build up that bank. He's probably wishing right now that he had a little bit more to work with, because there's an AK and a Galil going against him, and his teammates have the same weapons, Boomich and Bit. Bomb. So that's the advantage. Oh, that flash timing. That's perfect. I can't do anything. In fact, I take it back. I thought Boomich wasn't going to have any chance. I thought he was fully blinded from that, but he gets saved. As Bit ran forward, Boomich swung out and got both. What a hero. As it's all on to Psycho, and I think this one's slightly too far gone. It's psychoanalyze this all we want. But we know Shorty here. Boomich will close out the round and his 4th kill in total.
Lord Boomich, another high impact round. That's a 3 versus 5 won by Na'Vi after losing the first 2 players outside Simple Electronic going down to the stack. Good recovery from Na'Vi. Now we're getting the guns out for Akuma. AWP on Sensei. M4 is surrounding it. Full utility as well. Should be a pretty solid defense they can mount.
Well, they're going to split it up and take the AWP outside. Okay. I like it. Wall in front of them so we can actually peek toward Mini. Did you just get actually tagged by a nade?
It appears so, yeah. That's no good.
He got hit with a straight... I didn't see exactly what did the damage. I think it was straight up AG nade. It was down to 61. But he has to back off of that too. Audible noise, and they were actually kind of close to red. Boomich was pushing that.
This is when Na'Vi gets real scary on this map. Electronic has a great advanced position in towards the warehouse outside. Jackie with an opening kill. But still Electronic's in such a dangerous spot. This can turn things around very quickly, and he's a very dynamic lurker in this part of the map. I can.
Jackie is still just holding it hot. Psycho's on top of it, so they're trying to cover off for the smokes that are at Mini. Demp's going to take down Electronic, so yes, he's a strong lurker in that position, but patience was running out as Demp was waiting on the outside of the container the entire time. Psycho's got Perfecto down. Boomich, he's snuck underneath the entire way, and he's actually going to walk up behind Circus. They have no idea, because this is massive. It's only him in a 1 versus 5, unfortunately, because if it were any more than this, and you'd make no mistake, he's going to go for the knife. I love it. Atta boy! If anyone else was alive still sort of posturing at Mini or Lobby, Boomich could have opened up the map so well right there, but instead I think he's just going to try and do economic damage for Na'Vi at this point in time, because they have enough information on that single kill and enough time between players that they'll be able to set and be ready for him. So I like the lurk. Unfortunately, oh, look at that poor man. I like how the head's kind of cocked sideways like a confused dog. Like, really, bro? You knifed me?
Yeah, good round from Akuma. First gun round, first win on the board with 4 players surviving. That's nice. They get to build up some money at least. Damp playing very slow and cautiously outside, so Electronic doesn't get to have the impact he would have liked, and it's a 3-1. But the knife gives a lot of money over to Boomich. He's able to drop weapons, and Na'Vi still have a very, very powerful buy going into round number 5.
Sensei. So this is the angle we talked about. You can see through Squeaky, certainly with the door having been removed by the nade, but also you used to be able to look through the window and see inside of the hut and into the lobby with another additional angle, and it used to make ops very powerful in that position. They're still strong there, but not sort of what they used to be early days of CSGO back to 1.6. I mean, 1.6 though, this map was paper thin. Like, used to be able to spam from here and hit lobby. As Psycho waits on the floor, you can see up above his teammate. Jackie was just staring at the wall, anticipating flashes to come through from the skylights. He's still going to be ready for them. Smoke's already down that. Mini this time as Na'Vi wants to try and isolate the upper bomb site. Electronics outside on the cubby side of Mini, so just below the silo. Again, wants to try and make that work. He's going to rotate. They're going early. Psycho's down. We've got to be careful. Jackie's realized he's gone too soon, and they're going to actually pick 2 CTs and come back up. into heaven, but they're both on the rafters together. Jackie finds the first shot, thankfully, because his teammate alongside Demp is now left alone as Jackie gets traded out, but finds Electronic first. Leaves them with just a man advantage, but a bomb planted, and Sergey's is waiting for this. I don't know that they're going to go much further than this as well. They're going to try and save. In fact, yeah, all the way back to CT spawn already for Demp because he's got an AK picked up. I'd call this one done, Jason.
Yeah, which kind of sucks because at 3v3, you felt like they almost had some kind of a chance for it. I mean, the op in Vents was not good. He also has the flashbangs for the retake as well. So there's not really any tools to get these players in positions. And I guess Navi probably just going to breathe a sigh of relief, not used to getting away in 3v3s with not having to handle a retake. So a 4th round on the board, but Akuma got enough money to buy in the next, so can't complain about the save too much.
Boomich chilling. He's gone for the blonde hair.
That's a good look.
Just styling it out. Is that like Super Saiyan Boomich?
Yeah, I guess Lord Saiyan Boomich. You've gone for the blonde hair look, haven't you?
Yeah, I did, Jason. It was.
You enjoy that time?
It's a bit orange to start.
It's a bit orange.
Yeah, and then it was fine. Look, we did it for November, right? It was for charity. It was a good time. I didn't mind it, but yeah, I definitely shaved my head as soon as that.
Definitely won't be going back to it.
Yeah, no, that's probably not gonna happen anytime again soon. Despite people saying it looked better, I just think those people are blind. Electronic takes down Demp to start off the round. So once again, they're going to take outside control. Good wall of smoke as well, and Sensei is going to be aware that they're very likely already inside of Secret. In fact, Electronic's beyond that. He's in control.
Round's over.
Already.
Round's over. They have no one downstairs. They have no one even close to thinking about rotating. And they can't get into the site now. They're locked out. Even with all this utility, there's no point in even going for it. You'd lose way too much. So Akuma, they're going to concede the round again. And man, that's, listen, the rotations, the protocols on your rotations against the lower bomb site is probably the biggest thing that we normally see teams struggle with outside of the tier 1 scene. And I mean, here, that kill happens on Demp outside pretty early on, like before Navi's even at the secret stairs. And from there, nobody takes the responsibility of Akuma of moving downstairs to try and recover the round. So pretty brutal. Missed rotation, miscommunication, whatever it might be. It's an easy round for Navi.
Well, they'll take it. 5-1 up on the T side. Great start. Sergey's trying to save again. 2 saves in a row, so at least they'll carry that AWP over once more on the CT side. But it's going to be Navi with a lot of momentum going for them, and already they have a second buy in hand. The bomb plant, you could argue they've got 2 more rounds of purchasing, so they're going to be pretty comfortable at this point in time in the half. And again, this was the problem yesterday. They had great rounds. They just didn't string them together consistently enough to build up a packet for themselves, but also commit. I mean, it was not a good day yesterday. That's the best way of describing it. I almost feel bad for Nvidia, because what a day of Counter-Strike they had. I mean, they played Gambit and Navi, and they played them both very well.
Yeah, couldn't really ask for more. Except for maybe a win, but, you know.
Yeah, those are nice.
Ooh, that's an odd exchange. Psycho gets up on the HUD, but he definitely didn't see Bit. And that's dangerous if you are Akuma. Again, no one downstairs, so if they try and rotate a little bit late, it's going to be rough. Navi's going to drop a second smoke across the wall, and Electronic's going to cross just before the other one clears. This is a couple players in very dangerous positions, and still nobody from Akuma is considering the lower bomb site.
Not yet, at least. Simple's got Demp. Sensei's back toward ramp, can actually rotate down, but they aren't doing it yet. Instead, they want to push Psycho through into lobby, see if he can find any information for his team. He's just going to hold close, actually. So hold that thought, see if he gets any more aggressive or not. Trying to be slightly unorthodox, Jackie. Therefore, has to be aware of the fact that they can be walking in from Mini, that they could already have access to the site. Boomich is confused. Where are they? Surely they've got to be behind the smoke, and he's just going to sit and wait for that to disappear, for that to fade. He hears a footstep, tries to fire in with echolocation, can't get in. Watch out, because Jackie could swing back in. No, they've gone all the way through. Jackie's going to swing around the other side. I was going to say he might have support from lobby, but while that's all transpiring, I mean, Jason, you pointed this out again. There's just no one downstairs. Akuma just seems to forget that there is a level existing underneath of them. I'm going to try and rotate down this time. They'll get Simple for their troubles. Jackie, if he gets this, they might have a chance at it. Gets Perfecto, but 2 in the same spot. In fact, 3 in total because Bit's there. He's gotten 2 kills, and they are still not aware that Electronic is at a similar position, so the trade potential is massive.
Oh, this is awkward, though. This is awkward. Sensei could do them both. Bit's so low. This could be an easy double up. Oh, good kill from Bit. Immediate headshot, and yeah, the round's over now. And Akuma got pulled into that retake by some early success. They're going to lose everything for it. 3 kills in the post plant for Bit. What a fantastic performance. 2 maps in a row now he's delivering that.
Yeah, super cool. I have to say, I like this Bit guy. Someone needs to get him a better webcam, but that's okay. One thing at a time. He's got a C920 in front of him, but has elected to go with the one that clearly is not mounted correctly on that desk.
I think it's mounted correctly. I think it's. I think he was going for that effect. He wanted. He wanted to bring the earthquake filter in.
What happens when he rages and hits the desk? It's just going absolutely insane.
He doesn't strike me as a rager. You know, that might not actually be a problem.
Chill.
Ooh, that's a problem. Jackie down to 14. Boomage. Oh, good flashbang. He goes in with it. Bloodthirsty. They've lost some players, but Simple's down vents.
Simple works his way down below once again. Good find from Psycho to creep over and just find the headshot. Perfecto was caught napping a little bit, and Sergey's going to find Simple. So this time they do have a bit of downstairs presence, but Electronic going to ramp, looking late in a 1-on-4. He does calm it down enough that time with the spray to get the kill. And Bomb inside of the smoke where Simple was attempting to plant it will be recovered. He's going to tap and fake it, try and move toward Toxic. Box in the corner, can't get all the way around, and that means he's exposed from Silo, and he goes down. So finally another round for Akuma, 6-2.
Yeah, but he almost transferred that over. That would have been a thing of beauty. Could have been real cool from Electronic. 6-2, Navi still with a great lead, still with money, although that's dwindling pretty quick. I mean, despite the scoreline, Akuma's done a decent job of holding on. I mean, I say that. It's also by virtue of the fact they've been so tactically outplayed a number of times that they've had to save with 3 players alive twice. Looking to turn this single win into a streak.
They can transfer it. Flashes everywhere. Boomich, in fact, blinding Electronic, and Demp, well blind from the same flash, was able to get the lineup first and foremost, so he gets the kill as a result. Jackie, back up on top of the hut, is aware that Bit got through, but he gets it from the floor, and it's going to drop at the door. Simple finds the kill onto him, and Bit follows up with a second. That's down in the flames. Oh, and out of the fire into the frying pan as he went down, and Boomich was already inside with a Tech 9.
Yeah, Akuma's just getting rolled over. They don't have the depth on this map to be able to handle Navi. This is feeling like it's going to be another quick one. 7-2, and so much taken away from the Akuma side. They're going to be down to armor and pistols, SMG, M4. They're still going to leave some money in the bank moving forward for the future, as they do have a full losing bonus. So the next round's going to be another very solid buy. But it's starting to get dicey. Starting to get like they need to put some get some production going. And I don't really have a great answer.
Sometimes we don't need answers, Jason. We just need to marvel in the moment.
Just wild seeing Bit just frag out like this to start this game. Oh, cursed him.
Not this time. Yep, you've ruined it. Everyone blame Jason.
Everyone blame me.
Demp's got a smoke now behind him at Mini he's got to be aware of, but Sensei's in a decent position to capitalize on this, especially if Psycho's there, this outside presence. Everyone going that way from Navi. Akuma's actually in a decent spot to deal with this. The backup play is that Perfecto's still over toward lobby. Sergey is going to try and push through, so he might get caught off, and if he does, you might see a bit of a retreat from outside. Already Navi's looking a little more timid, but Simple finds a kill. That'll make him a bit more comfortable. There it is. Yeah, trying to pinch the outside. They think, oh, they're all out here. Just go all the way around. Good angle. But not ready, perhaps. No, Perfecto's got a good headshot.
8-2. Here comes another big buy. Sensei with the AWP and no utility. You know, one thing they did kind of early on that might be worth doing is they threw Sensei down. He went through mini, took a look at the door with the AWP, dropped down vents, and rotated to secret. It might be worth putting someone down there, whether it's the op or the M4, setting up some kind of a pop flash play to peek upstairs so they can at least deny outside, get information, make sure nobody's actually headed to that lower bomb site, or if they are, get the numbers.
Well, let's see if they can. Psycho, need inside. Squeak forward. On the receiving end of it. Electronic takes a bit of damage, though, and that was from Spay that we just saw at radio. Demp knows there's... Oh, did he see? He gets spotted. I don't think Demp saw that in return. They know he's now... Look, they're going to split this. Perfectly played. Electronic on one side. Boomich goes hunting. They just barely saw him. That was so unfortunate from his perspective because he was actually busy trying to swing and flick his mouse around and didn't catch the glimpse.
What's really unfortunate is Sensei had just kind of given up the angle as soon as they started to make that play to eliminate him from the position, so he didn't have the cover of the AWP he might have thought he had, but that's the outside defender down. There's a lot of exposure towards Rap. It's just Sensei with this AWP. He's got Electronic to worry about as well, but I don't think he realizes it just yet. So much pressure being applied to the upper bomb set at the moment. Here comes the hit out door, the hit out hut as well, and what can stop them, Jackie, with a first and a second spray down. Perfecto's keeping him pinned into the bomb site, but Simple's dropped into the vent.
For 27 seconds. What can Simple try and do to get this bomb in position? Perfecto's going to wrap and clear ramp. I mean, again,
Yeah,
you got
no
a
one down
two-man
here.
advantage, and you're not considering this? This just seems lackluster from Akuma. They're not considering the possibilities and the access points of the map. As the bomb will get planted, Psycho has made his way down toward control room, and I think Simple even heard that. He'll smoke off Toxic as well as close the door just to double his defenses, and now they're ready for the retake, which inevitably will happen. I mean, you got a two-man advantage. You're down this many rounds. You've got to go at this point, regardless of the money. And it's Perfecto that's going to be watching Simple's back. He's got two angles to cover off himself. The first and foremost that he's looking toward the glass above him at control room. And Simple, he changes it up. He actually finds Jackie because he hears the doors open. Audible cues are good enough in this situation. My God, I thought he was going to flick fast enough. Perfecto wasn't looking that way because they were expecting the jump through on the catwalk.
No kit.
And it's just no kit. This is over. Is he on it? It's done. It's done. Navi win it 9-2. I mean, that's ridiculous that there's no one's down there with a two-man advantage.
And I didn't catch if the other two players had kits, but I mean, that long of a retake to set up, that smoke inside of Decon was real tough to deal with. Deep inside of the door as well. Gave Simple plenty of cover, but they never really pulled the trigger on that retake to actually go for it and just run out of time. 7-round lead for Navi. It's been 3-round win, 1-round loss. 3-round win, 1-round loss. 3-round win. And if that's pattern's anything to go by, this is going to be an Akuma victory, but we'll have to find out.
A man that looks at math. Jason Bit will look at heads and take them off as he removes Sergey's. Electronic got a kill just before that. In fact, he's got another on Jackie, but Psycho says no.
You know, patterns, it's not an exact science, you know, they're more guidelines than anything.
Okay. Kind of like laws.
Yeah, exactly like that. Here we go.
Psycho's on the floor. All right, you take it. Go.
You want me to take it? Ooh, bomb's gonna drop. That's a nice headshot. His teammate's very far away, though. They're isolated. And even Simple messes up the fight as well. Took it slow. Bit has been great. He's been stellar, in fact, if I may. And he's hoping that Psycho loses his nerve and takes the peek close up. There's the information. There's the headshot. Sensei's in the vents, though. He was ready for Bit to drop in. Tapping it. Bit wants the information. He's heard the noise cue. He's got the headshot as well. Sensei thought he was sticking the plant, and Bit delivers once more.
Does indeed, and it's 10-2 for Navi. Definitely sending a message now to Akuma, and maybe Blade was onto something. And that these guys were one of the weaker opposition. Seeing a lot of wireless mice, more and more and more. 1 in the chat if you use a wireless mice, 2 if you don't. Kind of curious where everyone's at these days. Jason, what about you?
I have a wired one right now, but it's only because during the move I have misplaced the receptor for my Logitech G Pro wireless mouse.
Ah, fair. Fair. Well, we'll get them to hook you up, maybe.
But I do have the white ultralight G Pro wireless. It's nice.
Decent. I'm still on an old FK1.
Oh, we need to hook you up, bro.
My EC2A died.
I think I got an extra wireless mouse if you want it. I'll send, just pay that Canadian customs.
Let's see. Oh, shots coming out from Sergey. I actually do have a HyperX wireless one. I think the Fury, but I didn't like the shape of it as much. As Jackie wants to work back in with a team toward radio. Shots out. Psycho's going to win this one. So now another man advantage for Akuma. Good map control and the fact that they're pushing out toward lobby. They need to hold the backside of outer, and that's what Demp's going to try and do. This time it doesn't matter about lower because they have bomb down. And as a result of that, you're going to see them even go all the way into T to try and make sure they cover off that position if they rotate around. Is there going to be a ladder climb? Did Jackie get above them? Simple's going to go up and search him out. This seems like the obvious place to be, Jackie. Oh, why is he not peeking? Simple's going to walk up and just see him. Oh, that just seems like a great position, but no initiative. At least Psycho gets the trade back, but Electronic's going to find him immediately and follow that up with Demp going down, and Navi just absolutely obliterating Akuma at this point.
Yeah, Akuma can't win a thing. That's even a round where they kind of realized they needed to start putting some things on the board, so they switch it up in such a massive way, get aggressive towards lobby. They have success, but just, yeah, everything goes against them from there. Good shooting from Electronic.
Quite a bit of ones and twos. Seems pretty even. That's hard to say without an actual pull, but that seems pretty even. So that's a lot more than it used to be, for sure. I mean, obviously, we know wireless technology is improving, but like if I asked that question even 3 years ago, it would have been like all wired. It's kind of cool.
It took some time for the general confidence in the wireless technology, once that got established that they could actually be good.
No delay, better battery life, all that stuff.
Look, it took some time for optical mice in general to be a thing back in the day. Now this is some real boomer shit, but to get away from the rollerball mice, now that was a controversial situation back in the day.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You just have to take the ball out of the bottom and clean it off.
Clean
and put
it
back in.
Yep. Got to clean off the mouse mat. Make sure there's no dog hair, cat hair on it.
Electronic this time will hold at the big red crate outside just to sit and wait. Perfecto, meanwhile. It's off the ladder from inside of the lobby and actually wants to go over toward ramp. So we're going to see a straight ramp hit. And this is the one time they've actually doubled this up on the Akuma side. Maybe their best chance to try and hold it. Sergey's making a lot of noise running back over toward boost. Gap in the smoke on that side. This is why he wants to be here. Even that second deep smoke, but now they're selling it. Now they're actually going to they've got a presence on that side. In the front of Hut. Tries to go aggressive and get the second, but it's Demp instead on the floor, who's doing some dance moves for everybody until Boomich shows up and shows us why he's the dance master. That man can shake it. As Sensei coming back around is going to get spotted out by Simple, and it's now 12 rounds on the T side for Navi.
Yeah, Boomich can dance, but Simple can sing. Nice way to close out the round, 12-2. This is brutal. It's brutal, Matt. I'm at a loss for words.
That's a problem, Jason, because you are a commentator.
I know. Yeah, that is a problem. Maybe this is where we just let the dead air have the impact, Really feel the intensity of the situation. Good drive-by with the SMG, swaps to the AK-47, but Navi's been able to overcome every deficit they've been in this half, essentially, so far. So, 4-on-4. And again, Electronic is just going to creep all the way to Secret Stairs. This time he's going to beat Sensei, but he's going to win that battle.
Boomich on top of Mini, trying to cover for Electronic, who's again looking for position outside. Bomb's going to rotate that direction in the hands of Simple. Sergey takes down Perfecto this time. That's a battle we've seen a few times as they push through. And Boomich gets caught by a very passive position of Psycho, and he's making it work doubly so as he finds Simple rotating back inside of the garage. So just changing that pace, catching out Navi in their own confidence and their own comfort, not clearing all the hard angles. As it's down to Electronic with 8 HP against both Psycho and Jackie, who both have AKs picked up. And we'll go for this. That's the beauty of the last round. We get to see a little bit of heroic efforts from Electronic. last week in Gamers Without Borders, we saw Nip actually save on the last round of the half just because they felt like it.
Yep.
Charity event, why not?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen here.
Backing in. Surely he's gonna die. Oh my goodness! Does he? Oh, I thought he was gonna bait that out and read it perfectly.
He did. It's just, I mean, that second shot's a tough one to hit when you spin around like that, but he almost had it. He was almost just a freak. Bit with 17 kills. Boomich 15 and 7. That is I mean, look, we said Navi today, we figured they'd come in and make a statement. We said they'd come in and this is one of those games they had to come out swinging and just let Akuma know that what happened in the last time these two teams met isn't going to happen ever again. And that's exactly what Navi's doing right now. And it's nice to see, you know, their coach Blade step up and, you know, talk a little bit of smack, and then they back it up for him.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably nice to do that to your coach, right?
Yeah.
You know? Although it's nice that he was the one to stick his neck out and, you know, play the
role of the bad guy.
I guess the villain in that situation. Yeah, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. I was gonna say victim, but that's wrong. Bit's got bomb. It's a good start already for Navi. They've got a man advantage. Bomb goes down in behind the box, and he's gonna hold. As Simple takes down Sergey, he'll now swing back out, getting the reload completed. Don't forget to reload, Jason. I've been saying it all week. Bit shows us why that's important as he takes down Sensei, and now it is 13-3 in favor of Navi.
Bit's really come into his own on this team since he stepped into the position of Flamey. Since he's been given, you know, positions on all the maps, not just a couple here and there. 20 and 8. This is a great showing from him. And a 10-round lead for the Navi defense as they upgrade. And no plant means Akuma. I mean, this much of a deficit. I'm not going to be too critical of any decision they make, but you know, you can't even get the rifles to really fight for this round, so you stick on unarmored. One Deagle is picked up to see if you can get some magic, but they're going to have to wait for the next round to get going, and then it just already feels like Navi's too far ahead. Too far ahead and playing too well.
Yeah, they are. They're playing very well today. I fully agree with that statement, and it's great to see. Not that I don't like upsets, but I think, you know, we're heading into LAN. I want to see teams at their peak. So this is exactly what Navi is looking for. Simple. Looking for something outside as Electronic waits on the stairs for that information. He's just going to go on his own. Sees one. Smartly turns around as fast as he can to keep the head down. Doesn't want to get that taken off quickly from a yeah, it was a Deagle, in fact. Excuse me. It was Sensei. So he'll take a nade damage in return. Nope. Goes down to 47. Quick smoke to cover off Squeaky again, but this will all go toward the ramp. The solo hold from Bit. Wide open. Gets to the right. Okay, well, he makes it look easy. In fact, he shuts them down harder than Mbappa in a shootout, you could say, Jason. Simple rotates back around to try and catch them out. Electronic finds another one, and Bit still waiting down below. Sergey's with nowhere to go. I think he'll drop any second. Even if he doesn't, there's only 10 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, actually, I think he just screwed up. I don't even know if he can get the plant in time. So Navi, yeah, he's just really messed up. Oh, now here it goes. Here they come. Take him down. Yeah. He needed to die way earlier and just kind of lost track of things. And I mean, maybe the environment on that side of the Akuma side isn't exactly great at the moment due to this. Wow, he did get kind of stuck a little bit. Maybe it's just not like no one just reminded him that the clock was running out, but that looks silly. So no bonus money. That means a Deagle for Psycho, a scout on Sensei. And Navi closing in on 15.
Yeah, you love to see that, right? Just dying after the time. Nothing worse. Can't even get anything going. Now they're going to be facing series point if they're not careful in this round. So Scouts 3 AKs to work with. Psycho's only on that Deagle. Simple's outside again on the AUG. And he's made no mistake to take out Sensei. Trying try and follow that up as well. Psycho's got him on the scout instead, so at least one to get rolling now for Akuma. Akuna Matata?
Yeah, I think that's a different word.
It means no worries.
Yeah, for the rest of your days.
For the rest of your days.
Well, they've got plenty to worry about, Matt. So can't be that. Can't be that one.
Okay, fair. Good point.
Here comes the door walkout. 2 players outdoor. Jackie's going to hopefully pin down
You could say,
Perfecto.
Jason, that this game's even going to leave a scar.
Ah, there it is. Shout out to Jeremy Irons. Flashbang off the wall. Ooh, Perfecto. Good shot. Well done. He knows there's one more wrapping on him. It's the scout. Jackie as well, trying to pin him down. Not going to happen. Good trade. And it's now 15.
Yeah, series point Navi making short work so far of today. We do not run an accelerated schedule for those of you that are wondering about that. We will be joining you again a little bit later on with the Gambit matchup.
But if you're addicted to Counter-Strike, there is a match going on still on the second stream. That's twitch.tv/StarLadder _CS_EN2. That's K23 taking on Entropic. K23 with a map 1 victory.
Yeah, and currently 10-5 in the second map of that one. Fours will be going up against Gambit on our stream a little bit later on, as I said, but we'll get to that in a minute because we're back into the action. No kills yet, lots of shots, but no damage dealt. As Akuma finds themselves with only 2 rifles, desperately trying to extend this game. Bits will fall off the angle quickly, knowing that they're going to rush him down, and Jackie does exactly that with a Tech 9, even touch a firing shot towards Simple, which Sensei gets that information. Just like that, they've got the advantage. They're opening it up, and Electronic able to rotate after Akuma the entire first half. But Jackie's aware of that as well. I think this round might go their way as Sergey tries to get a little cheeky and crawl up the ladder. But Boomich and Perfecto are probably not too interested in the round overall, but rather just trying to get guns down at this point in time.
Yeah, and now, I mean, Perfecto really just has to save. He's only got $400 in the bank. Oh, he's going to find that. Once the AWP at the close of the round, wants to be able to give that over to Simple, perhaps. But a little bit worried about being chased, and nice shot from Sensei. That's a 4th round on the board for Akuma. Still not able to win 2 in a row, but it should be a pretty busted buy from Navi if they go for it, which gives Akuma a good chance to finally string some together on Nuke.
All right, let's test the discipline from Navi then. They're going to save. I mean, they're at... I said that.
Yeah, you ruined it. They're not saving. They're up 15 to 4.
I can... No, and that's the thing. They've got enough rounds, like, you might as well just try and close this out. But also, it's just one of those discipline factors where it's like, you have enough rounds, who cares if you give one more away? Just come back with a full buy and end it. But, yeah, it's not like... 15-10 where it's like, why don't you suck one up, guys? Because if you do lose twice, you're going to be into trouble. They've got time. So, yeah, it's fine either way.
With the way they're fragging out, I don't even think they're not even considering it.
Yeah, fair.
Ooh, Boomich. Oh, no one looking his way, but he wasn't ready for that kind of a fight. Gonna drop a nade. Great damage onto Sergey's. And Death takes a lot of damage, even though he finds Bit. Now Navi's starting to fall, and it gets a little bit dicey here in round 20.
Electronic trying to push through and get something going back toward lobby. He's going to actually just hold inside of Squeaky. The off angle. Timing. Gets it. Now they're going to look that way. Sees the lineup. Sees 2. Knows they're going upper. He pulls one back on Jackie. Serges, however, got Perfecto in the meantime. And the re-peek from Sensei. Over from the opposite side of the door. And then reading and hearing Boomich coming from outside. They'll get another round. So finally 2 in a row for Akuma.
Yeah, 2 in a row. And they break the economy of Navi. So... yeah, still 10 rounds that Navi have to win this map and series. But at least for now, they're going to be forced to stick on the USPs, maybe upgrade to a couple pistols, but they don't have a whole lot of a losing bonus built up. Just 2 rounds of it, so $2,400 in the next round. And that'll be right on the edge of a buy that they can make work. Unless you're Simple with 200, who just went Deagle Armor.
What a baller. Bit's going to be playing the headshot box at ramp this round as well, and another 3 players heading this direction. Akuma seems to like exploiting this position so far. It's going to fall off quickly. He's understanding that ramp is really about survival. Busts out the windows as well from control room, so he'll just sit on ramp trying to bait them to look in that direction. And He'll hear them coming, but he's also got his teammate inside of control, which means he doesn't have to give that noise reveal away. He's able to fire cleanly with it. He does finally get set.
Oh, no.
He couldn't get the headshot immediately, but it doesn't matter. Simple's going to follow it up with a great shot on Sergey. Bit to Psycho, and it's just on Jackie and Dem. Try and hold this game. Very late lurk. You have to take the because he gets down the vent, just free firing the angles as well. We're trying to elongate those. Draw in as much time as possible for Simple to get in position and find his third in the round. And it's done, surely. Jackie wants to be a hero with the AK, but Boomich has one himself. Aware that he's going to get lurked on from behind, he's actually trying to isolate at this point, but Electronic smartly doesn't commit to the push, and that means he's just bought more time, more space for his teammates, who get a dink on Jackie. And I think 16-5 is looking like our final scoreline, Jason, with the bomb down toward control room.
Yeah, it really does. Simple's already left the server. Jackie,
I love
37
it. Rude
HP.
boy.
Yeah, he's got a triple kill with the Deagle. He's like, you guys got this. No worries.
Oh, hang on, though. 15 seconds. 1, 2, get the bomb quickly. Oh, he's jumped down, but the bomb is above. I don't know if he's got the time. He's going to be rushing so... Oh, he's got the kill instead. Simple,
no.
You better get back in here, boy.
He jinxed it. He definitely jinxed it. Oh, no. He's got to be so confused how they lost that one.
Yeah, just walks in. Good trigger discipline.
That was
Jackie
weird, though.
where it's due.
Who is that behind Silo? Was that Boomich or Perfecto? I don't remember.
It
but
was...
he actually saw him on like
seconds.
the left side of
Yeah, it was
the hallway.
Boomich. It was Boomich. Bit was on ramp. Boomich was behind Silo.
And it like didn't register in his brain that he like saw the head like poking up. He had what seemed to be like a freebie shot for a headshot, and it didn't happen. All right, well,
We have a technical pause because we're waiting for Simple to rejoin.
yes.
I almost feel like if you're going to rude boy leave the server, you should just be like forced to play the next round, you know? Like, he left. He thought it was over. His fault. Just go, boys.
Yeah, probably, but you know, it's an automatic feature for just in case it's an actual tech issue. You know, it's an automatic pause once someone leaves.
Fair. But
I
think
agree
the
with
admin
I
should
agree
say
with
go.
your sentiment. I agree with your sentiment.
Yeah.
Either way, everyone's just chilling.
There was I actually just watched it the other day. Again, sorry, Jason, going back to COD 4. There was a scrim or a match once where EG Robwiz killed 2, and he flanked around and got a guy bottom light on strike. And then just as he was still alive and the round was going, like he could have easily killed the other 2 because he was on the flank. He just disconnected while he was alive and was like, yep, GG.
That's
Like, wasn't even dead. He wasn't even sitting out of the round. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. This is over. I'm out.
that's a baller play. I like it.
Yeah. Good job, Robwiz.
Did they win that round?
They did. They actually won it, which
Okay.
was even better.
Yep, that's good. All right, upgraded pistols, Deagles, CZ, and an auto shotgun on Bit.
Sergey again goes upstairs. They're going to try and go for the quick Molotov down through the skylights. That'll cover off the top of hut so they don't have any defensive positions up top. I should say on top of hut. You could obviously still be on map, Jason, but everyone already knew that. Boomich. A couple of shots back through smoke. Simple's going to work outside to try and get a better angle. Perfecto, again getting closer. So they're trying to get these Deagles into position. Look how timid Akuma's being, you have to say.
Yeah, it's odd. It's well, maybe not odd, but it's like they feel like they need to be waiting for something. I mean, all 5 players are in lobby. Everyone's just Psycho's watching the flank from out back, and that's a good thing from Electronic. Damage is done. Oh, and he finishes it off with the nade. Now this is tough. How are you gonna get out hut? You got Perfecto there. I think you even got one on top of the hut, and this time surely no 1v3 victory for Psycho. Navi absolutely gonna close this round out. Not twice.
Don't leave the server yet, Simple.
Do it.
Oh, Psycho spotted surely, I think, from the ramp. I mean, they know he had to have gone toward deep at this point, but definitely clean. 2 players jump in. Simple doesn't leave. He gets the kill instead. And now you can disconnect Simple. well, maybe someone should defuse first, so he's going to actually be the one to do that. 16-5, Navi, or sorry, 16-6, excuse me. Navi will take map 2, 16-5 in the first map. So overall, pretty dominant performance, I think, Jason.
Yeah, which is exactly what we looked for in this series, and it's glad to see Navi live up to that. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, I mentioned earlier, I'm not too worried about them looking shaky yesterday, because that's just Navi. Some days they're going to look shaky, some days they're going to come in and look like this. And obviously just stomping Akuma straight out of the server. So some revenge from the previous CIS RMR, which is nice to see. And great series from Bit. Not the stiffest competition in the world, but give the props to the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've really enjoyed seeing him in this team. I know it seems weird to have said goodbye to Flamey, because I still remember when he joined Navi and he was sort of the first roster change in a while that they made, and he seemed like such a promising talent. He's a very soft-spoken guy, but definitely a force in the server. But this just seems to be working for them. Bit seems to be getting a lot of these kills that even they thought Perfecto was going to find for them when they got rid of, you know, a guy like Edwards. So pretty cool to see them succeeding now with a different complexion. And again, it's weird that Simple's been in this team since 2016. That blows my mind, because I still remember when he was in Liquid and Flipside and all over the map. And now he's a leader on this team in so many ways. Like I said, no accelerated schedule. Jason mentioned it as well. You can head over to twitch.tv/StarLadder_CS_English2, so EN2. And you can see the second game that's going on right now. I think they're still in map 2, Jason. And then we'll be back a little bit later on with Fours versus Gambit, which will be another great game. I'm excited to see Gambit.
I absolutely am as well. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back in a bit.
Игроки по ланам 100% скучают, потому что это очень крутые эмоции, которые ты никак не сможешь получить в онлайне. Да и, наверное, все, да. Игроки очень скучают, они хотят играть, общаться друг с другом. То есть это очень важно, когда ты коммуницируешь со своими тиммейтами, там, не знаю, видишь других игроков. Вот всякие такие моральные штуки, это прикольно. Влияет ли уровень ланов на все команды? Да, естественно, он влияет, потому что ну, когда ты дома сидишь, грубо говоря, в халате играешь и вообще не паришься, тебе чаечек там сделал себе и все хорошо у тебя, то, естественно, у тебя немножко другой настрой на этот матч, то есть он более спокойный. А на лане у тебя нервы, то есть тебе, наверное, более сложно собраться. Вот, я просто не могу ответить, потому что я прям досконально не могу ответить, потому что я не был на крутых лан-ивентах. Наверное, что на стадионе все-таки более напряженно играть, потому что, ну, на вебке на такие моменты, на самом деле, игроки не обращают внимания, они просто забивают, играют, и там то, что они делают, ну, все на автоматизме, если у тебя это как привычка, там, я не знаю, грызть там, ногти, я не знаю, у кого какие разные приколы есть, там, часы постоянно поправлять прическу, еще что-то. То есть это такое, оно было, и оно не уйдет. В любом случае, раз там за весь турнир это произойдет. То есть вебки это такое, оно не особо напрягает и в целом пофигу. Да, конечно, есть команды, которые, наверное, даже не прикасались к Эншенту, и это минус для них, но, вероятно, они, допустим, условные Нави, да, им бы пришлось либо играть Эншент, либо начинать играть Вертиго. Вертиго им начинать бессмысленно, потому что слишком много времени прошло, нужно было раньше это делать. А на Эншенте они сейчас могут ворваться и в целом немножко подправить свой маппул. Ну и то же самое с другими командами, что если ты ее не готовишь, то это минус для тебя. Тебе нужно какую-то карту добавлять, которой у тебя не было. Я думаю, что новички 100% смогут удивить на Эншенте такие крутые команды, как Gambit и там Navi, Virtus.pro Spirit, потому что карту еще не обкатали, она еще совсем неизвестна, то есть очень мало у тебя есть материала, чтобы готовиться к матчам. То есть и ты можешь придумывать разные свои темы, и за счет этих тем, соответственно, неожиданных, ты можешь выигрывать. Вот, новичкам это в плюс идет, мне кажется.